Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Leo, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking here, my Fire family. Welcome to Fire Day. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. We like to be in the comments around here, some of us. We're a bit of a community and we like to talk to each other. So if you're into that, please be in the comments. I'd love to greet you there. If you are my ride or die and you have subscribed already and you are clicking and viewing and sharing, thank you so much for doing that. I do depend on you to build this Leo tribe. Thank you so much. All right, so let's take a look here. What we're going to do is a little bit different this week than we usually do in every other week. We are going to be looking at 3 hands. We're going to do 3 different hands. This is a type of reading that I do over on Wizio. If you're interested in a private read, if you look down below, just above all of the other comments at the top, I've pinned a comment that tells you how you can get over to Wizio. This is the 3-question read that I do. It's a 30-minute read. So we're going to just throw 3 hands, 3 different decks here and find out what you need to know for your week ahead. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Look, I feel like I'm a specialist on the Leo energy because my son's a Leo. And I'm a Sagittarius, so we're really silly together. Me and my son. We are very silly. All right, here we go. Tell me about it. Tell me about Leo for the week ahead. Look, when you find my readings, they're always going to be from the week ahead, whether it's today, tomorrow, or next year. If you want to go digging into the archives, whatever it is, it's always going to be for the week ahead. And it may resonate. It is a general reading. What's coming up here? I've got the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you might be liberating yourself from something here. The Queen of Swords is considered in the tarot to be like the divorcee, someone who was in a relationship where someone spoke up for that person all the time, and this person is no longer allowing other people to speak up for them. This person is now standing on their own 2 feet, and they are holding up the sword, but saying, "Come forward if you must, but just know that I'm going to be really super glaringly, transparently honest with you." And the MO of the Queen of Swords is never really to tussle. It's never really to be rude or mean or aggressive. It's about being assertive and just letting people know where you stand. What do we need to know about the Queen of Swords for Leo, please? The 7 of Swords is here. Okay, so I want to say that you have some type of a secret that you're about to liberate yourself from, that you're about to tell the truth about something. And to say that I don't think that you're lying about anything, Leo. I feel like there's something under the surface that you chose not to share because maybe it's just none of their business. Do you know what I mean? Like it feels like the 7 of Swords showing up is telling me that there is something here that you've been keeping to yourself, not necessarily talking about. I feel like you're about to liberate yourself from that, from dealing with it alone and keeping it a secret. What's this? We do have the Knight of Wands. I feel like there's a secret to the reason why you've been stuck or why you've not been able to move ahead. I feel like maybe that you haven't been looking at things very closely. I want to say that maybe you've been looking like at an overview, whether you're supposed to be, rather than looking at things in an overview fashion, I feel like you need to get a little more into the details. And I feel like you're not ready to do that, or you weren't. So the King of Wands here in the reverse, the Knight of Wands in the reverse is telling me that you've stopped moving. Like you're no longer running at things, that you are concentrating now on things and looking at them really closely rather than just running for the shiny thing. I feel like there is the secret or whatever it is that you're not ready to divulge is you are liberating yourself from the Knight of Wands energy, that you no longer want to run at things and make quick decisions, that you are about to go over some details here, that you're no longer looking at the overview, you're looking at the breakdown. We do have the Devil energy here because I feel like that was kind of a toxic way. It feels like what you're liberating yourself from with the Queen of Swords is the devil. And so whether this to you represents maybe an addiction, or maybe it was just an addiction to the Knight of Wands energy, not really giving any stability. If it has to do with relationships, maybe you're not ready to settle down. Maybe you're kind of thinking in a different way. Maybe secretly you're now ready to settle down because you're not acting in this toxic pattern. And I'm not calling you toxic, Leo. What I'm saying is you were in a toxic pattern, and that's different. I'm not talking about you being toxic. So I feel like you were doing something obsessively that was hurting you spiritually, physically, mentally. It was hurting your life. And I feel like you're about to give that up in the week ahead. Or with the Queen of Wands here, you're liberating yourself and you're not telling anybody that you're going to stop doing this. I feel like it's something that you've decided on your own. Tell me why the Devil is here, please. Devil is Capricorn energy. We do have Leo energy, Aries, Sagittarius. We have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy here. We do have the Seven of Wands. So it does feel like you are practicing boundaries, that you are placing boundaries on yourself, because boundaries are always for us. They're never for them, right? You're placing boundaries on yourself. You're making a deal with yourself that I'm not going to do this anymore. This isn't the way I'm going to treat myself. It has nothing to do with how you've been treating other people. It's about making a promise to you. Yeah, I like it. The World card is here. Look, I love that. It's the last card in the Major Arcana. You don't have a choice. The World card is coming, and it is something that is to be celebrated because it is an achievement. It's a milestone. It's a great big fat milestone. You are closing the door on the devil energy. You're no longer keeping people at arm's length, I think. And it does feel like it took you a long time to get here. The World card is fixed energy. It is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. This is your energy. And so I know about a fixed sign. You're a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus sun and you're a Leo, right? And no matter where that comes up, that's a fixed energy. And I feel like it took you a really long time to make this decision, Leo, because it was something that you wanted to make sure that was good for you, that you wanted, that you wouldn't miss it, or that you were going to make a permanent change. This is a permanent change. This is closing the door on the old chapter, and when something ends, something must begin, and you become the Queen of Wands. So I feel as though this is a very inspired and tenacious thing that you're doing. You're very independent, and I feel like you're doing it as an independent thinker. You are liberating yourself from this energy here. I love it for you. We do have the Ace of Cups, we do have the Three of Pentacles, and we do have the Knight of Cups. I feel like you have romantic feelings for someone that you're in a partnership with. So the partnership is the Three of Pentacles, and it tells me that it's a friend of a friend or someone that you met along the way, someone you met at work. Pentacle world means that it's in the 3D. It's like your job or your house or your home or your neighborhood, something you can touch, feel, taste, smell, right? It's something that is material. So I feel like the Ace of Cups is here because it feels like you might have some romantic feelings for someone you're in a partnership with or a friend. And I feel like these changes have come about because it almost feels like you're getting yourself in line maybe to approach somebody about your feelings. We do have the Eight of Cups. It is somebody that you feel emotionally disconnected from right now. And I feel like you're feeling inspired to move forward and speak with this person again. There it is. The Wheel of Fortune is here. It's divine timing. So all of these changes that are happening here are taking place for a reason. The Wheel of Fortune, I like this particular depiction here. It says, what does it say? On time. Time to move on. That's what it says. Time to move on. So you're moving on from this energy. I feel like it is an energy that doesn't make you happy. This is a really big change. I feel like you are listening to the universe here, my friend. It feels like you're in the spirit of maybe I want to settle down. Maybe I don't want to be chasing the shiny thing forever. Tell me about the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. The Judgment. The Empress, ooh, somebody has made you change your mind. My friend, the Empress is someone who is all of the queens, right? When the Empress is here, so are all of the queens. Now, this can be feminine or masculine energy. The Empress is feminine leaning, but also has masculine energy. And we do have the Nine of Swords. I feel like you've obsessively been thinking about the Empress, and there is a judgment here. You've made this really big decision. In fact, if you've made this decision already, you've changed your life. You've changed not only your life, Leo, you've changed the life of your posterity. So your children, your children's children, you're going to teach them differently. You're going to do things differently. And it feels like there is a brand new you. The Ace of Wands is here. A brand new path here, in fact. I love it. Somebody is making huge changes. When the Judgment shows up, it's like, look, you looked at yourself. You're like blaming everybody out there, but someone held up the mirror, and I think it was the Empress. I feel like the Empress held up the mirror to you and said, no, that's not the way I want to be treated. I don't want somebody coming in and out of my life quickly and then leaving quickly. And I feel like, that you are making a change, maybe for the Empress, but you are making a change because of something someone said to you here. There you are. You're the Emperor. And so we have the Strength card. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Emperor. So we have the Emperor and the Empress. I feel like somebody said something, did something, showed you something to make you make a different decision. And I feel like you're leveling up in your life. It gave you wisdom. It turned you into the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is someone who is conquering, someone who is stable, whose finances are stable. This person is a lover, a protector. This person is somebody who is inspired to move forward and do good things. This person is someone who is balanced and loving and kind, but they are also a conqueror. They're fierce. They have fire. This is Aries energy, but don't forget that you're Leo, right? And this is fixed energies as well for the Emperor. So we do have the Strength card, which is you, Leo, and we do have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this is giving you the strength to carry forward, to be single, to be courageous about it, and to really hold back, practice holding back your vices, your intentions, I feel like you're going at things slower, you're conquering things rather than just running at things as the Knight of Wands would. It's evidence that you've grown up. We do have the Five of Wands in the reverse. You no longer have indecision. You no longer feel like you are in competition with everybody else. You know now that you're on your own path. So we do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. We do have the Knight of Cups, which is Pisces energy. We have Leo. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Again, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have the Emperor, who is Aries. We do have the Empress, who's Libra and Taurus. We have Judgment, Virgo, and Pisces. The Devil is Capricorn. And we have the Queen of Swords, who started it all with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. All right. So sometimes these readings are going to follow each other, all three hands, and sometimes it's going to go off on a different direction. And that's why I'm doing the three hands today, to see if we can get more, cover more energy, maybe relate a little more to whoever's watching. Tell me what's going on for Leo, please, in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo, please. Tell me about Leo. We have the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is the energy of romance, someone who is feeling deeply emotional. Tell me more. We do have the Ace of Swords. It feels like you want to talk to someone about your emotions or about some sort of romantic notion or vibe that you have for them. You want to be really clear about whatever is going on with you in your emotions. It's like you feel like you have a contract with this person, maybe a life contract, but I feel like you are feeling free to fly, like just going to say it. You're just going to let the words fly. We do have the Four of Cups. It looks to me here like somebody had offered you a cup, or maybe you offered someone else a cup. And when I say a cup, I mean the Ace of Cups. I mean like a love, a new beginning, emotions. It's like somebody maybe had offered you already, but I feel like you didn't answer, or you said no, or you just ignored it. It feels like that. And I feel like you are in stagnant energy. But I want to say, because this person here is kind of looking towards this Knight, I feel like you never really forgot about the offer. So I don't know if the offer came to you or if you were the one that gave the offer, but I feel like somebody put that, shelved that idea, put that Ace of Cups on the shelf, that new beginning in love, and decided to go with the Three of Cups. But there's emptiness here, right? The Three of Cups are empty. And the Three of Cups is celebration, partying, having fun, doing your own thing. You know what I mean? So it feels like in favor of, you were far more in favor of Three Cups than you were in the One. Far more interested in having celebration and fun times with many people rather than being stuck to one person. We do have the Four of Wands, but I really do feel like you never forgot about that offer. And it feels now like, according to the last hand, that you're looking for more stability. Tell me why the Ace of Swords is here. What kind of clarity do you want to give here? We have the Queen of Swords. She shows up again. She's your bestie today, for sure. The Queen of Swords is you. If you're going to liberate yourself in one area, you might as well liberate in all areas. I feel like you're standing up here and you're liberating yourself from the Eight of Swords. You've decided you're no longer in the overthink tank. You're no longer placing yourself in this mental prison, because it can be painful there when you're stuck and you can't do anything. We do have 8 and 1 in the hand of the Queen is 9. It feels like it was worrisome. And we have 8, 9, 10, right, with this 10th sword here. And it feels like a cycle has come to an end. I feel like you've been healing. I want to say it feels like you've been maybe not really talking to people, that maybe you've been healing, and that it is, it's high time, I want to say. That you've been by yourself, not really talking to people, not really communicating with people, but I feel like you do want to communicate with someone here to tell them about your plan for stability, your plan for love, what you're going to do going forward. Why is the 4 of Wands here? We do have the Page of Cups, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Chariot. Look, I feel like you're just going to surprise somebody. It feels like you're going to surprise somebody with an apology. Maybe someone who you didn't answer about this Ace of Cups here. It feels like you're now thinking more in terms of the 4 of Wands. What do I want to do with my home? I need more stability. I still want the passion. I still want to have happy passion, but I want stability, which is what the 4s are. The Page of Cups is here, and that is the surprise offer of an apology, and I feel like you're offering it to someone who could be Pisces. They don't have to be, but I feel like it's after a very long time thinking about what you should say, what you should do, listening to your intuition, listening to the universe. I feel like you have been looking at the situation from a different perspective. And so you now have perspective on the situation rather than having perception, which is my way or the highway. That's what perception is. It's like you see it a certain way, but now you're trying to see it from someone else's point of view or just another point of view in general. It feels like it's going to get you to get in your vehicle and go, that you want to. I feel like your energy is balanced. That's what these 2 horses are here, the light horse and the dark horse. Feminine and masculine energies. The only way to keep the Chariot on the road is to be balanced. And so I feel like although you are ready to rush toward this victory here, that you are I feel like you've balanced yourself in a situation here. And it's because you've spent time in the Hanged Man energy with your intuition, looking at another perspective. And I feel like you feel that you owe an apology to someone here. We do have the 3 of Wands, we have the 6 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So it does feel like you were waiting for someone to communicate with you, but I don't think you're going to wait anymore. I feel like you're moving away from the 3 of Wands. The ships that are coming in is the 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords is telling me that you're disconnecting from chaotic behaviors, chaotic situations, and you're moving to a much calmer energy, and you're looking for some sort of new exciting beginning here. And it could be a partnership. I feel like you want to start with something small, and it is the partnership. It's a partnership or a friendship. It is rooted and it is balanced and growing, I want to say. So I feel like you're ready for some sort of new path in life here. Tell me about the Ace of Swords and the 4 of Cups. It's like some truth came to you or some clarity about this 4 of Cups here. We have the Knight of Swords, we have the Fool, and we have the Justice in the reverse. I feel like you're ready to charge in on someone here. I'm just going to say the Knight of Swords is the one that is only interested in getting there first, so they can sort of throw it all out there and let someone else sort it out. The Knight of Swords is the one that is courageous but kind of rebellious and a bit brave, right? And they're fighters. You're fighting for the ability to be able to say what you want to say, and you don't care how it lands, but you're taking some huge leap of faith, but you don't know if it's going to work out in your favor because justice is here, which to me is an injustice. Or you might be dealing with some legal issues at this time. Tell me why there's no justice here. It feels like this is your feeling, that you feel like there will be no justice here. Yeah, because you're exhausted. That's what it is. You're exhausted from working. You're exhausted from taking action and moving forward passionately. We do have the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like you've been spending a lot of time working. And for a lot of people, depending on what you do for your work, you could be someone who works with your hands. Maybe you're a carpenter or a roofer, or maybe you're someone who's a painter. Maybe you're a musician. Those things are all meditative, right? You get so good at doing them, your body starts to respond to it, and your mind can go off somewhere else. And so I feel like you've been taking action a lot to try and build your pentacles, and I feel like you're kind of exhausted. All right. We have Pisces energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Libra energy here. We've got Cancer, Pisces. We've got Aries energy here. and Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. All right, last hand, my friend. Let's figure out what's going on for Leo. Tell me about Leo for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What else does Leo need to know? What else does Leo need to know, please? Tell me what else Leo needs to know. So I feel like you are so close to something that you want to accomplish. I feel like the thing that you want to accomplish is I feel like you want to work on some of these traumas or burdens that you've been carrying here. I feel like I'm connecting with a Leo who has just been standing there waiting for the last swipe. Like whenever I see this one, it feels like this person is, you know, the 8 of Wands is behind them. The Ace of Wands is in hand. I do want to move forward, but I'm exhausted. This person's been standing in place. You can see the ivy has grown around their foot and the wand. And it feels like you're at the end of a cycle. And I want to tell you that I know you're exhausted. I know you've taken a lot of actions in this cycle, but you're almost there. Things are so close to changing for you. Tell me why the 9 of Wands is here, please. The Tower, there it is. Change is right here. And I said change and the Tower arrives. So what's changing, I feel? There's going to be a change or an upheaval in the 4 of Wands. So it's either maybe you're moving, maybe you're buying a house, maybe you have decided to leave the location you're in and move to the next state or the next province. But I feel what's changing mostly, based on the last 2 hands that we've done here, is that you are creating stability. And the reason the Tower shows up, Leo, is never to piss your life off. I mean, it ends up doing that anyway, especially if you're a fixed sign and you don't like upheaval or change. It comes as mercy. And it does come at a time when you need it for things that were on the back burner possibly. But in your case, I feel like you've left the old world, because we've seen the World card in the last hand with the pink deck, right? That you had some sort of big accomplishment or a milestone. And when you no longer are in this vibration back here, the universe comes to just pull that all down to the ground, to get rid of all of the illusions that you had built, the illusion that, you know, of whatever the illusions were that you had built, and it's now pulling them to the ground. So I feel like it's actually bringing stability to your home here. Yeah, there's a new beginning in the way that you see your home life, or the way that you see relationship. For some of you, maybe you're looking at settling down with somebody. Now I need to be more stable. It's time for more stability in my life. And I feel like you're about to take some sort of a leap of faith as it pertains to, you can see that the way they're laying here, maybe you can't, this is the way that they're laying here. The Fool is pointing towards the 9 of Wands. And so it's like, look, here it is. It's like the last wand is about to show up. So we'll look for the Ace of Wands from here, because 9 and 1 is 10. It feels like the universe is saying to you, look, it's almost at the end. You're almost at the end of this really hard cycle, and you're going to be able to take a leap of faith into the next cycle. Because when something ends, something's got to begin. It's the rule of the laws of the universe, right? Tell me about this new beginning, or this leap of faith that you're about to take here. I've got the 6 of Cups. And so it feels like there is, could be a person possibly that you've known for a really long time that you've had an ending with. And I feel like since you've had that ending with them, it does feel like we were talking about the 4 of Cups in the last hand. It feels like somebody may have offered you something, and you decided not to go with this Ace of Cups in favor of the 3. Right? In favor of those 3 cups. And so I feel like it was celebration, partying, that kind of was dragging you away. I feel like I want to say the 10 of Swords, it could be either way. I want to say you betrayed someone or someone betrayed you, but something definitely came to an end. And although the 10 of Swords is a tough ending, it's super tough. It's a ghosting, or it's a block situation, or it's slamming of doors, or maybe a silent treatment, that I feel like it was with somebody who you have a lot of history with. You have memories, good memories with this person, good loving memories with this person. In fact, they might even fit the bill of being the 10 of Cups, 6 and 4. But I feel like something has ended here, but you do want some sort of new beginning. Tell me more about the 4 of Wands and the Fool. The Wheel of Fortune, something's changing. I feel like you want to open up conversation. Something has ended, but I feel like what's beginning here is the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're about to charge in on someone because you've had an aha moment. You've got a different perspective, and I think we did see the Hanged Man, you looking at something with a different perspective right out there. And it looks like the Hanged Man tells me you've reached a realization. The realization that I need to go talk to that person. I need to give them as much information as I can and let them make the decision they're going to make. This is a really huge change. So that's what the Wheel of Fortune is. It's a turning point in your life. It's what it is. I feel like you are going to be communicating with someone or sending a messenger or sending a message to someone here. And I feel like it is going to move things forward in a fortunate way. A lot of changes here. A lot of realizations is here. The Tower and the Sun tells me you've had a major revelation. You've had an awakening. You've woken up. Your third eye is open. It feels like you've had, with this Hanged Man here and the Sun and the Tower, you've had some sort of huge revelation here. And it's brought you to a point in your life where you realize you need to have a new beginning with somebody here that you have a lot of history with, that you've known for a while, but you had an ending with because you didn't accept their cup in favor of maybe the party life. And so we do have the Sun here, which tells me now that the Tower is gone. So picture yourself walking up to a castle. All you can see and feel is what's in front of you. You look up and it's too high to look over. You can't see around it. But when the Tower falls, now you see there's a road on the other side. You see that you always had the alternative once the Tower falls. You always had the alternative for wish fulfillment, to be happy, to drop the burdens. It's time for you to drop the burdens and be happy. The Ten of Wands in the reverse for me is like you don't want to drop the burdens. And some people who have grown up in chaos or trauma, they have a hard time dropping the chaos because this is the comfort zone. The chaos is the comfort zone. So I feel like you need to allow yourself to be happy. It's time for you to finally drop these burdens here. Yeah, you're heading out to speak to someone. They could be a Leo. They could be Pisces, they could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, really. But it does feel like you have romantic feelings for someone that you've been holding back on, and you are about to go get them. That's what it looks like here. You're about to go talk to somebody about how you are feeling. You might even just send them a message here and see if they'll give you reciprocity. It's somebody, it's a friend, it's somebody that you know in the 3D. And I feel like you have feelings for this person and you've been holding on to them or holding back communicating with them. So we do have Pisces, we have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. We have Aries energy, more Scorpio. We have Leo, and yeah, we've got lots of water. So we have Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer energy. All right. Let's get a few oracles on it here. Find out what's coming up, what energies you're dealing with. Starting in the week ahead, tell me about Leo. Oh, I like it, actually. Look, I feel like this is peace. It's exactly what you need. Peace from your pride. It's peace says I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. I really do feel like that's what you're doing with the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower and the Sun. The Hanged Man is you're releasing negative energy. It says pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. You might see someone who is mirroring you. We do have imagination. It says I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. You might be finding a creative way to get back in touch with someone you've had an ending with. I feel like you're going to communicate with them. I'm going to go for now, Leo. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'll be back because I'm always back. Thanks, my fire fam. Bye-bye.